Hear me out here. I don't even get mad anymore. I don't care about Star Wars or Star Trek anymore. Nobody who knows me would have believed that. So I can see their shit now and I just laugh out of spite.
Okay. Go, man. Go.
Go
if this
for
is
it.
something if this is a hill you just must climb.
Look, man, sometimes you just got to eat a turd.
Just no other way. Can you feel it now? It's like a steel boot to the gut. I feel the heat from these fields of fire. I hear the screeching of burning tires. I don't care how long it takes. I ain't never gonna break. I got a 5.56 that'll leave you rattled. Blah, 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 blah.
I love that intro, bro.
Yeah,
is that some Cohen's Ghost playing?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that'll be
that's Vindicated.
That's awesome.
Love that
it'll
song.
be on my next day album later in the year.
That's nice. That's nice.
I wasn't going to do it, but then I went, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I've got a fucking hair.
Don't you hate that?
Like,
drive you nuts.
It's just floating.
Yeah. The singular hair. My bald ass has one long hair on the top that always creeps underneath the bill of my cap and says, I'm here. Deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah, my OCD won't let me deal with it. I have to stop it.
Yeah.
I must kill the hair.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be, we were going to talk about the movie Panama, and then we tried watching the movie Panama last night. We just got two actors in it that we both love. We had Cole Hauser in it. We had Mel Gibson in it. And thought, like, I know it's got a low score, but maybe it's over the politics because it's a anti-communist. No, it was not because of that. It is
they could not save that movie.
A badly made movie, terrible direction, terrible writing. The DP of that movie should be given a fine and put in jail for his terrible cinematography in this and the lighting. We have a scene where guys pull up in a piece of shit 80s car in front of a casino down there in Panama, and they didn't know who you're supposed to be looking at. I have no idea. It's like the car is as lit as the people at night, and you're trying to figure out, who am I supposed to be watching? Mm-hmm. Who is my eye supposed to be drawn to? Because that's what cinematography is for.
Yeah.
And apparently there was none of that in this movie. And the guy that worked on this has worked on some pretty good films as a camera operator, but he is a terrible cinematographer. He doesn't understand the most basics about lighting. I mean, Jesus Christ, they crank up backgrounds and all of your foreground characters you're supposed to be watching are dark, underlit, badly lit. They don't know how to use like key lighting, side lighting, overhead lighting. Just fucking terrible film.
I saw something not too long ago, Gary, and I'd love to hear your perspective on it. They said a lot of these movies are made for direct to streaming now, and they're darker for that reason, for these bigger TVs.
Yeah, this is really badly lit. So we decided, I'm not going to finish this fucking movie. Then we did. and it was just
Well,
awful.
kind of, sort of. We skipped through the second half.
I just started like with my mouse just clicking like 30 seconds ahead. Just kept doing this, going, oh my God. So they threw in a gratuitous fuck scene in the middle of this. It's like, and look,
there are 2 or
she
3
was
of
hot.
those.
She was hot. Okay. That chick that he hooked up with, she was hot. I couldn't fucking take it. I couldn't take her sex scene. Amazing fucking ass. Badonka-dunk. Oh, like a big, sexy, fat ass. Could not fucking watch it. So I just said, I can't do this. I can't.
You should have heard him bitching about this movie.
Wow.
I'm hearing it right now.
I then took her to watch one of my favorite videos on lighting and why it is one of the number 4 most important things you do in filmmaking. It is right up there in the top 4 things you do. Number 1 is your cast, the acting. Number 1, writing, your direction, and your fucking lighting. Number 4. I'm like, and then we didn't want to watch this movie because look, man, it's not that
It's
I hate
too long.
It's not
long.
that I hate Braveheart, but I'm not going to spend 3 hours on date night rewatching a film.
This is not a date night movie, man. No.
I was in the army
neither is
when I
Panama,
watched
to be
this
honest.
movie. The last time I saw this film, I was in the army.
Yeah.
And I don't need to watch it again. It is, and look, I know I'm not the only one that knows this. I know a little bit about this fucking character and history. And it is considered one of the single most inaccurate historical films ever made.
Yes.
And there's a reason for that.
Second only to Gladiator.
Gladiator's more fun.
The screenwriter is related to Wallace. And he wrote
Robert
this.
Wallace. And I'm like, really? You're going to do one of the single most important battles that this guy fought, right? You're going to do that. And it takes place, it was the Battle of Stirling Bridge, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most decisive battles that he did fight and won. And he won because they fought at a very narrow bridge. And the British were forced to come across this bridge 2 by 2, which made it fairly easy for them to just pretty much slaughter them. What they did is they allowed the knights to go across first. That's your horsemen.
Yeah.
And then while they were there with no defense, they just rushed them and slaughtered those knights and noblemen. And then as the soldier trying to fight, and then the worst part was they got pinned on the fucking bridge, trying to go back, retreat. and in fact, we watched a really cool history show that I watched religiously. I don't completely agree with everything he says, because he said one thing that kind of irked Anima, and I said, well, he's not wrong. And do you remember what that was about, Anima?
No.
I forgot the feudal period's right of the nobleman or the barons to have sex with the
use prima
nocta.
prima nocta. Prima nocta did exist. It is historically true.
Oh, yeah.
It was not a law.
It was not very common. It
It
happened,
was
but it was
something.
not very
It
common.
happened enough that it got a fucking name.
Well, yeah, and it appears
It's
in
right up there
literal-
with necrophilia. You know,
Ew.
Right.
like somewhere
Ew.
along the lines, enough people fucked the dead, it got a name.
Yeah.
And that's what scares me with our being human beings, because like we do things to a point where it gets a fucking name. It's gross.
Yeah.
You need to stop that.
Look, I learned a new word the other day. Euxicide, something like that. And I did not know what it was. We did a watch party of The Shawshank Redemption. I had never seen it before. It was one of those movies that had fallen through the cracks on me.
It's a good film.
And it's
I like that
great.
movie.
But in the description, IMDb said this word started with UXI, and Knox looked it up, and apparently it's a real word, and it means to murder your spouse. That's it's a specific type of homicide to murder your spouse.
Yeah, but there is
Isn't that weird?
name for that, a different name for that. It's
I'm
like
just telling you,
fratricide, patricide.
Yeah.
But,
I had never seen this word before.
I was trying to get to this
Mhm.
because somebody made a comment about Gladiator, and I'm like, well, there's a difference. Gladiator is a fictional character, and it's a fictional story that takes place in real historical period, where they get a lot of stuff wrong. But I still enjoy the film because it is a work of fiction. Braveheart is based on a real dude with a lot of real other dudes.
And they didn't even get the year right.
They got like Princess Isabella was like a 9-year-old when this story took place. You know, if William Wallace was going to fuck her, he's a PDF.
He's a weirdo.
He's a PDF. You know, it's like, just like, man, I don't think there was one thing that was quite done accurately in this film, except for the fact that there is a Scotland and there is an England, and there was a war between them.
Right.
And so there we go. Alpha's here. What's up, buddy? And yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Gladiator is a work of fiction.
Wait.
Is a fictional take on actual historical people and events.
Let me be precise. In every character in Gladiator existed, but in a different time from each other. So Maximus was real, Commodus was real, but they didn't live in the same period of time.
But because it is a work of fiction, it doesn't matter. It's not like trying to tell a historical event or a person. So this is supposed to be telling you a story. I mean, they've got him wearing a kilt that wasn't worn for another 200 years. You've got him putting on makeup on his face that was like almost 1,000 years before this, you know. And it's like, what are you fucking doing with this movie? And I will tell you, the one good thing about this film, Mel Gibson's Scottish accent was pretty good.
Yeah,
it was pretty good.
It was good.
The representation between the Irish and the Scottish in this movie was ridiculous, the way they portrayed it.
Now,
but the actors were great. I love the actors in this movie.
Yes, they're awesome.
Yeah, but she looks so tiny next to the other guys.
He's only
he looks
5
like
foot
a kid
10.
playing warrior.
He's 5 feet 10 inches tall. That's it.
Congratulations, Anima.
What?
Read that.
I got a question when you have time about the military aspect of this movie. The battle where they used the pikes to kill the horses.
Didn't happen like that.
Yeah.
No.
Is that the battle
This
of the bridge
was,
you were just talking
first
about?
of all, if you want to know what these guys were wearing, they were wearing the exact same armor the English were wearing. I don't know how they could tell each other apart in battle.
Yeah.
The Scottish did not dress like this. That's fantasy. It's not history.
There's a chance they couldn't tell each other apart. I mean, battles back then were messy.
Why are we doing this then?
It's the only Mel Gibson military film we can figure out that we haven't covered.
There you go.
We can always not do the movie and just talk shit here.
I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed the film.
I love this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't love it.
I love it. Yeah.
That way.
Well, one thing I dig about it is his realistic portrayal of the battle scenes. That I mean, it's gory. It's
The
not
carnage.
for the weak of stomach, no doubt, but it's fucking great. I mean, you know, it's realistic portrayal of what that would
Here's
be
how
like.
I see this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this in a way that every guy will understand this. This is a super hot chick and she's easy.
Yeah.
And I still won't sleep with her. I don't care because of all the problems that will come with it. The time wasted, the effort, just not worth it.
It's a
me.
long movie. It is.
So let's see who's all here today. We got Snorty. Snorty, I'm assuming, was first in the house. So good morning, Snorty. Slasher Fred, Gambit, and of course our good buddy 11 Alpha. And our dear friend Connie Cleary is here too. Look at that. Did I see somebody else pop in here? Bumpy Johnson. Yo, man. What's up, Bumpy? Good to see you, my friend. We love seeing you, man. And you know what? We notice when you guys aren't around or disappear for a bit. You know, it's sort of like Cheers, man. Everybody knows your name here.
Right.
So we love you guys.
Bush. Why? Why are you not the Bush Marine anymore? But
Because he's
good
doing
to see you
something
either
different,
way.
man. He's doing something different.
Yeah, he decided to come out of the closet.
I like the Bush Marine.
Is that his ode to Freddie Mercury?
He looks like William Riker, is what he really looks like.
Oh shit!
And you know what? I'm surprised that the neo modern Star Trek fans haven't canceled Riker.
Right. Just for the way he stands on the bridge, one foot jacked up.
Yeah, it's a
Oh my
wee
God.
bit nippy
Have
this
you-
morning.
Have you seen how the new chick
7
captain
degrees
sits in her chair?
here.
Yes.
Yes.
Like a fucking toddler. It's ridiculous.
So I don't even want to talk about it. Just everything is disgusting. Anyway, so it's 7 degrees here, but it feels like negative 16 to 20. And which of course makes it even colder in Celsius. That's why I don't like Celsius, because Celsius seems even more colder. It's in the deep negatives in Celsius.
It's I'm 2 states south of you, and it's in the teens here. It's yikes. The high's supposed to be right around freezing today. We're expecting some melting, but just enough to ice the roads back over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yikes.
Well, ours right now is so cold, there's no ice. In fact, the snow won't even stick to itself. It's whipping around.
Yeah.
I was worried this morning about internet, but internet's fine. So we got that working for us. Yay. So number 1. And of course, anybody else we owe a video to?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, this one's just for Martin.
Skibbity, 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 spin. Stop. Hammer time.
I'm gonna delete that shit every day. I know you will re-upload it, and I will delete
Listen,
it.
buddy, you're allowed to delete that shit when you delete the fucking beaver, okay?
Hey, the Beaver is a sponsor.
No. If I suffer the beaver, you suffer that clip.
Hey, I'm here to tell you, no matter how much we love the beaver, we suffer from the beaver.
Okay.
Let's see. What's this one? I don't care as long as it's entertaining, boosting my adrenaline. It's a great movie from start to finish.
It's a popcorn movie. Check your brain. Then it's
Yeah,
enjoyable.
that's sadly what you have to treat this historical film as is popcorn
It's
fare.
not. a
You don't ever
historical
watch
film.
Damien Chapa movies. He's a curious case. He actually starred in Hollywood movies. He could be the worst filmmaker alive. I don't know that name. I'm going to have to check it out. Damien Chapa. I'll tell you who I was checking out for some old movies. That's Marjo Gordner, because I brought him up on our last show. And I'm like, man, I need to go back because he's in Star Crash, which was the Italian Star Wars. And I went back to check out some of his films. He's in Earthquake, and then he's also in his own biopic. It's not it's a documentary about how he was a fake evangelist and built people for money from childhood into adulthood. But Damien Chapa, let me see who this guy is. Damien Robert Chapa, born October 29th, 1963, is an American actor, film director, screenwriter, producer. Chapa's ancestry is Mexican, Italiano, Teutonic, and Native American. It looks like he's just trying to get love from you from everywhere. I'm all these different things. Chapa played the part of Evangelist Leroy Jenkins in the O2 film. Do you like the way I did it?
Yeah.
In The Calling, he played Miko Velka in Taylor Hackford's Blood In, Blood Out, which is actually a really good movie.
Yeah, it was a good role. I like that.
He appeared as Ken Masters in Raul Julia's final film, Street Fighter, which I like that film too. It's terrible, but I love that movie.
Hey, man, some movies are just guilty pleasures.
What I hate about that movie
Yeah.
is you could tell Raul Julia was sick.
Yeah, he was very skinny.
It's on screen. You see something's
he's
up
very
with him.
gaunt. Yeah. Cancer ate him up fast.
God,
Really
I
did.
miss that man. I will tell you a funny little story. I went to a Christmas party at a company called Mediacom, and if you are an American, you know that company. You've heard of it. Mediacom was one of the fastest growing home internet companies. It started as this little office in the middle of right between Charleston, Illinois and Mattoon, Illinois. And I dated one of the managers there. And I got invited to their company Christmas party. And I went there and I was sort of dating her. I wasn't really dating her, but I did go as her date. And I was hitting on every girl in that party. And I introduced myself as Raul Julia. My name is Raul. Yes. And so I would come in to pay my bill for my internet, and they go, Raul. This went on for years.
Oh my God.
Yep.
They just mentioned in the subtitles there, Edward Longshanks. The guy that plays him is one of my favorite actors ever because my favorite Disney property, he's in it. The Scarecrow of Romney Marsh, Patrick McGoohan. He plays the Scarecrow. And correct me if I'm wrong, Gary. This was the
You're
first
wrong.
movie. Yeah, this was the first movie he'd been in a long, long time before.
Well, he took a little bit of a break, but no,
Yeah.
he was actually doing a lot more TV, and he wanted to stretch his legs doing direction. He liked directing, and he really enjoyed it, and he was very close friends with Peter Falk. And so he appeared almost every season of Columbo. He would make an appearance. And not only that, the deal was he would appear in exchange for letting him direct. And Columbo benefited from him. I'm telling you, Patrick McGoohan is some of my favorite episodes of Columbo, all the way to the, going towards the finale.
Mm-hmm.
And but he really wasn't doing much past that. He had his money. He was rich.
Yeah.
Off of his work. He'd made his money and he just kind of wanted to take it easy. I like the original film, by the way, 1985. It's a very good film. It's got William Hurt and Raul Julia in it. And I think it's a great fucking movie. I don't care what the subject is. It's a good fucking movie. And those two absolutely were fantastic together, Raul and Hurt. Let's see. I'm not interested in seeing the new film because it becomes a political film, socio-political film. And I'm not interested in taking part in people's fucking politics. I want to see good stories, interesting films, interesting stories. Don't fucking bring your politics to the fucking game. I'm going to walk the fuck away. I don't care if I even agree with your politics. I just don't dig that. That's not good filmmaking.
I'm not a fan of a lot of Jennifer Lopez's stuff either. I mean, her voice is almost nails on a chalkboard to me. It's just something about her voice that's not her singing voice. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about her acting. And I think the only movie I've liked that she really made was Enough. I dug that flick. I thought that was pretty good. About the battered woman that decides to do something about it. Thought that movie was pretty cool, but most of her other stuff, I'm just like, oh God, please.
She should
stick
stick
to
to
Atlas.
singing.
It's like watching Fran Drescher on that show she was on forever. I mean, that voice was just ugh.
Hey,
No, the nanny was great.
The nanny was great, yeah, but I can't take the woman's voice. I'm telling you, it's just yikes.
I'm not even going to tell you what my dad said about her.
Oh no.
okay.
No, I'm going to tell you. Whenever there was a woman that he fucking liked, he would have this old axiom. He would say, "I need a mile of her shit just to see where it came from."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
He liked-
intense.
He liked Fran Drescher.
That's
So
intense.
let me get back to this because we brought up Longshanks.
Right.
I want to go back to this.
Okay.
So McGoohan plays him. He plays him very well.
Yes, he does.
Edward the First was an absolute fucking bastard, and I liked that. But they still fucked with history, like everything, like throwing his son out, lover out, general, out the fucking window. Didn't happen. Did not happen. But they're trying to show you just how brutal he was. You have James Cosmo that plays Campbell in this. I loved him in this movie. I can't even just begin talking about the Celtic actors in this fucking movie. You got Brian Cox playing Argyle Wallace in this movie.
Yes, the uncle that taught him. Yeah, awesome.
And you got Angus McFadden, who would play Robert the Bruce twice. You've got Sophie Marceau. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sophie Marceau.
Sophie Marceau. You
Who
said
plays
it right.
Princess Isabella, who was actually 9 years old when all this took place. And like I said, Wallace did not do that with her.
No. And
she's in fact
the actress
wasn't
is
even
one
in
of the-
England. She wasn't even in England when all this was happening. She was over in France. Never came to England at that.
The actress is one of the hottest Bond girls of all time. Just saying.
She's pretty hot, but she's also a psychopath.
Yes, she is.
You won't.
Hot and
you'd
crazy kind
never
of go
shoot
together
me.
sometimes.
I don't believe you'd ever shoot me, James. Please don't bet on that.
Right.
Because he fucking does. He fucking kills her deader than shit. And you'd almost think that she was as bad as Anna Topov.
Right.
So
Xenia on the top.
you pick her.
But
No,
yeah,
I
she's really good.
actually like Gladiator better. One, it's not
Good.
as long. It's not as long in the tooth as this movie. If this
Brendan
movie
Gleeson.
was 2 hours, I'd watch this movie again. But it went 3 hours, and I'm like, I will never fucking watch a 3-hour movie more than one time.
You skid Brendan Gleeson there.
No, I'm getting to Brendan because you've got more actors. And Brendan Gleeson, this is an early role for him, was fucking wonderful in this movie. And I'm assuming this is probably around the time when he was making his children who would go on to be actors. And I'm a big fan of actually two of his boys. I think they're funny and they're good. I forgave him, the oldest boy, for being in Disney Star Wars. But this movie is also basically The Patriot. It's the same movie. It's pretty much the same fucking movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, I need to have somebody I love murdered by the British so I can avenge myself on them. It's the same fucking movie. Catherine McCormick is in this. She's really good. Tommy Flanagan. Now, Tommy is a really, not just a good actor, he's an interesting fucking dude. He's the Scottish actor. You've seen him. He was in the motorcycle gang series. I forgot the name of it.
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. He's the one with the Glasgow smile, the scars that go back. And he was damn near killed. He damn near died that night. In fact, I do believe he did die and they revived him. Very good actor. And he's also in Gladiator. He plays his friend. In fact, the character he plays in Gladiator became so popular that he plays Cicero. His character was just a one-off. He was supposed to come in, do his scene, and go. But because of the little statues of the mother and the son, they liked what he did so much that they brought him back again. And he would be the one that delivers the statues, the little statues of his wife and son, to him when he's getting ready to go into the last of the gladiatorial battles.
Yep.
So it's a very good film. I do like that film. And
he's a good actor too. Tommy Flanagan's good.
Oh yeah. Man, oh man, I would watch that guy fucking read the phone book. I like him that much.
What's the guy's name that played my boy from Ireland? The crazy Irishman that showed up.
Oh shit.
Saved his life from an assassin.
Alan Armstrong's in this too. He gets the best murder in the movie. He gets a mace to the head.
Oh God, yeah.
He played Lord Mornay in the film.
Yeah.
God, I'm trying to remember the Irish guy's name.
Well, I found it a minute ago. I'll find it again. I couldn't find it in the cast list. I didn't have a picture of him, but I did find it in one of the slides they have on here. I'll find it real quick. Hang on. Because he knocked it out of the park as the Irishman, man. I thought he was great.
It's David
Yes,
O'Hara.
Father. He's talking to God.
David O'Hara. Hello, David
I'm
O'Hara.
sorry.
I was trying to tell you, it's David O'Hara. He's the Irishman, and it led to feeding into my joke at the time. I repeated, which is an Irishman is just a Scotsman who learned to swim.
Now you're sounding like Brian. I have to eat this shit from Brian all the time.
No,
Come
that's
on,
it.
bro.
That makes fun of the Scottish.
I know.
He's the opposite.
Oh man,
A Scotsman is just an Irishman that learned to swim. It's the same joke.
that's it.
Either way. But it's David O'Hara is who you're trying to think of. Really good
Yes,
actor.
and he's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, Father.
He's the nutter.
But he brings reinforcements. He wasn't lying. It is his island.
Yeah, and the way they show the betrayal at the end didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
There's Brendan. Look at that guy. Fucking love that man.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, this you don't see him looking like that with the beard and all that long hair a lot. You see him pretty much clean.
11 Alpha said it too. David O'Hara.
Yeah,
There you
David
go.
O'Hara. Yeah. Guy's awesome. But the one you're just talking about, I think In Bruges is probably my favorite movie he's ever been in.
In Bruges is a brilliant fucking movie.
Yes, it is, man.
Like I was telling Anima about it and she watched it and she loved that fucking movie.
Yeah. It's
It's a
great.
great
We did a
little
show
film.
on it too.
Yep. Not
And
all
I've actually
reviews were
been to
positive.
that place.
Everybody knows that a non-blubbering clause is standard in all movie stars' contracts. Too bad. Like, hey, after he has been tortured the way he was, hanged until he was almost dead,
Yeah,
and then cut down. It's like,
Dragged to the streets
do you
first.
think he physically could have yelled freedom? No.
No.
Yeah.
No. That guy didn't yell a goddamn thing.
He would have had his voice box crashed after being hanged.
Yeah.
Like that.
He couldn't have made a fucking noise, but all he could do was make a hissing sound. Like a gay man's fart.
Jesus Christ.
What my man saying, Jack Jack Reacher, passed around till a brother can't tell the difference between a yawn and a fart.
Yeah, I recognize
man.
David here from The Departed. Yeah. We're going to do Cowboys and Aliens, by the way. Because despite itself, I actually enjoyed the film.
Wow.
It was fun.
I hate it
great
with all
movie.
my being.
I read the comics. It's not the comics, but you know what? There you go. Mephisto is Braveheart.
Freedom.
Yeah. Hi, Mev.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Mephisto.
Afternoon, more like.
Yeah.
Or
Hey,
evening.
Beth. And you, my friend, you will do the slideshow for Cowboys and Aliens because I am not getting that movie. There's no way.
You ate it that much?
Do.
Yes.
Boy, loved her teenage droopy eyes. Yeah. She's okay. I think she's kind of icy as an actress.
Kind of what?
Yeah, I don't. The filter that art filter that's on the film, like I can't tell where anybody is. I don't know what's going on in these photos. No idea. We'll never get any claims on these because you can't tell what the fuck's going on. There's nowhere for them to claim. But yeah, as far as the Irish guy goes, O'Hara, he's really good in The Departed.
Yes, he is.
He's also plays one of the Irishmen in town in Cowboys and Aliens. I'm trying to remember, like, he's also, oh my God, he's in Horizon. And the fact is, they've shot half the movie for the second film. And I got a feeling that if he gets to finish that movie, that's all we're going to get is chapter 1 and 2. I don't think we'll ever see the third chapter.
Yeah, it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to be 4 of them, isn't it?
No, I heard it was 3.
Okay.
And I don't think we'll ever get the third film.
I liked Horizon, though.
I want to see the conclusion of the first film. That's all I really want.
Yeah.
I think he got overly ambitious with it. But I also like their remake of Cold Pursuit, which is a very good film with Liam Neeson. And it's based off of a Dutch film that I really, really like. Or it may have been Finnish. I don't know. It was Northern European. And the original film is very good. It's a revenge film up there in the Great North where it snows like in summer. But anyway, if you like him, those are some of the places you can go see him in other films.
But the movie has a great cast. It's just too long. He could have edited this down. I mean, it's
like, look, when I see a 3-hour movie, it better be fucking historically accurate, because that's the only reason you should be doing that.
Yeah.
Is to squeeze in all the important historical facts. And they got the single fucking most important decisive battle in this movie completely fucking wrong. They have the Battle of Stirling Bridge take place in a fucking field.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I will tell you, yes, William Wallace did exist. Yes, he stood against England. Yes, Edward I is a real king who is a complete bastard. Past that, this movie is on its own.
I mean, William Wallace was instrumental in their eventual independence, but it was the guy, the oh God, I can't remember the character's name. Let me look it up real quick. The one they've made a couple of movies out of. Chris Pine played him in one of them.
Robert
the Bruce. That's it. Yeah, he was.
Well, the actor who plays him has played him twice.
Right, but there's another movie on.
Which is Gates McFadden from Star Trek. No.
No, Chris Pine played him in, what was it called? The Outlaw King, I think was the name of it. Yeah. There you go. Jameson talking about it. It has Chris Pine and Florence Pugh in it. It may be a direct-to-Netflix movie. I'm not sure, but
I always wondered if Pugh was like named that way because her dad liked shotguns. Pew, 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 pew.
Just spelled it funny, right? Yeah.
God damn.
Just to throw people off.
I'm gonna break that bottom today.
But yeah, I like The Outlaw King. I did too.
It's a good movie. It's not great, but it's good.
Yep.
I like Chris Pine. I think he's a very good actor. I think people, because he played Captain Kirk, disrespect him a lot. And I'm like, look,
you
man,
shouldn't. Yeah.
You should definitely not, because if you want to see that guy do some fucking acting, watch a little, indie film that he was in. I'm trying to remember the name of it right now. Oh my God. Came out in the 2000s. Yes, thank you. Smoking Aces.
Yeah, Smoking Aces. He's
the scene where he killed Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And works his mouth like a puppet.
Yeah.
Was worth the price of admission.
He's a crazy ass redneck in that movie, man.
Oh, him and his brothers. Fuck, man.
Oh.
And they're good actors too, by the way.
My brother calls him Big Forehead Guy. When he can't think of his name.
Who, Chris Pine?
Yeah. He calls him Big Forehead Guy. Oh, man. Too funny. He has a Ryan Cannell size forehead. He does. You could sell ad space there.
Well, you'd be surprised who his daddy is.
Don't really know.
Robert Pine. He was the desk sergeant, lieutenant, whatever he was in Chips.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's his daddy. He looked like Harrison Ford if Harrison Ford had thinning hair. And he really did. It was really weird when you look at pictures of Robert Pine back when he was on Chips, especially when he smiles, he looks like fucking Harrison Ford. It's bizarre.
Chris must look like his mama. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It just
Edward, he looks a little like his dad. Edward I is actually considered by many to be one of England's greatest kings, just not if you're Welsh or Scottish.
That's good.
Yeah, look, I thought it was nice that he actually was coached on how to do this. And by the way, my family includes the Gibsons, and they are Scottish. The Gibson side of my family were from Scotland. And we had the Gibsons, the Krells, the McWilliams, the Jenkins. And I've always considered the Jenkins clearly from the Welsh side of the family, but there's something very Germanic about the name Jenkins. That I believe that is, as I recall, I think my dad told me that they had Teutonic heritage.
That's not a very Germanic name.
Hinken. Probably came from Hinkle or a derivative of it. So I'm Scottish. Edward was known as the Hammer of the Scots. Helen Place is here. What's up? And James Jameson is here. What's up? All right. Anybody else popping in here? We got Matt. Looks like I said hi. Okay, we said hi to everybody. Yay. Yay us.
I do love this scene right here. I dig it.
I'm Scottish, Welsh, Irish, and English, along with Croatian and German. I am Celtic, like almost 90% Celtic. And as I've always joked for years, one fucking German screwed his way into my family and I got stuck with his name.
Yeah, right.
There's no question that Mel Gibson had a Catholic background. Oh, yeah.
Well, hello. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was something that got made fun of, like putting the fucking face paint on, like the pics. It's like, look, man, I hate to tell you this, the Scottish were mostly Catholics, and they would have had a problem wearing that, doing that.
Yeah.
Just gonna say. Or kin means simply kin or like Jeankin, yeah. You can feel the Catholic symbolism in this movie. Absolutely. They got the longbows, and they do show the use of the English longbow in this.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact is they wore armor. They didn't wear these kilts and shit. Well, it comes from the Picts. And that was like almost 1,000 years before this. It's like, no, they wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Not unless they were trying to start a revolution, Gary. Come on.
No. You say you want a revolution. There you go.
Well, you know.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, we're fine.
Okay. Just checking.
We're doing good. We're okay. Thanks for asking.
Sometimes we just get overtaken by the spirit of the Beatles. That's all.
Well, yeah, this is long before King Henry VIII and his Church of England created the official Church of England.
Just so
he's not going to be talking anymore.
because he was pissed that they wouldn't let him have a divorce.
Yeah.
There was something that got brought up not that long ago about Henry VIII. I thought was interesting. Was there are some people who theorize that because of his drop in health, that it wasn't just because he overate, but that the overeating came from being poisoned. And I'm like, I don't know where you're getting your info from, but I'll listen.
Sure.
A Stasis Geek is here. In this time period, the British use face paints to distinguish the different units because their armies. Yeah, and that would be the English. The thing is, both groups wore the same armor. The Scottish wore the exact same armor as the Brits, and it was probably through shields and any heraldry that they were able to tell who is who.
Wouldn't they also have had a flag bearer?
My favorite joke was Sergeant yells at a grunt, "I didn't see you at camouflage face paint this morning." And the grunt says, "Thank you, Sergeant." Always like that. Yeah. Oh my God. Presbyterians are the most pretentious fucking people I ever knew when I was growing up. I thought old Catholics were a pain in the ass because I'm Catholic. And I grew up and I knew some of these old ladies in the church that were just self-absorbed, and the Catholic Church is the only church, and people that aren't Catholic are terrible people. And I'm like, you don't realize that just by doing what you're doing, you're a horrible human being.
Yeah.
I can tell you from my experience as a waitress, the Sunday crowd is the worst. They are horrible people. They come after church and they are so full of themselves.
Favorite was number 1 on the list of the top 10 worst pictures to win Best Picture Oscars. Yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, okay, so just to let you know, it was nominated and won Best Picture. Award accepted by Mel Gibson, Alan Ladd Jr., and Bruce Davey. It was also Best Director,
yeah,
Mel Gibson. Best Writing Screenplay written directly for the screen, Randall Wallace. And he should have been forced to change his name
Yeah.
for this movie. Best Cinematography, which I will not argue. I think that the cinematography is what's so good in this film.
It's a pretty movie to watch. Yeah, it is. It's very cool.
And it was also nominated for Best Costume Design, Charles Node, and didn't win. No.
Only it would have been historically accurate.
It was nominated for Best Sound. I think the part that cost them the award was the sound of the tearing flesh. Cost them award. I'm kidding. I don't fucking know. Best film editing nomination. It did win best sound effects and editing. It also won best makeup, even though they didn't wear that makeup. Nominee for best music original score by James Horner. And James Horner is basically dime store John Williams. So there you go.
We'll look at what it was up against that year. It was up against, for Best Picture, it was up against Apollo 13, Babe, The Postman, and
I got to tell you now, Apollo 13 should have beat them.
Yeah. Apollo, I agree with you. Apollo 13.
That is rough competition. That's such a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. Good Lord. It did get nominated for some other awards, but the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films gave it 3 nominations. for Best Action Adventure Film, Best Music Score, and Best Costumes. It did not win any of those. Because I think the people at the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films knew better than what the Oscars have been crap for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's
A
all
long
politically
time.
motivated, so
Yeah.
you're not really getting the best of film. You're getting the best of art smellers. So
Now, John Toll absolutely deserved this, and he won the American Society of Cinematographers, and he did win Outstanding Achievement in Cinematography for this movie. I also want to point out a lot of fucking military men, active duty, were in this movie in dressing in costumes. They used a lot of military for this movie.
well, here's a question. It's just curiosity. Do they have reenactment guys in these other countries like we have here for different battles and stuff? I wonder.
Well, they had advisors, but the fact is doesn't matter because it was all wrong.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything shown in the battlefield in this that was even close to what it was like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just basically hire any fucking guy that loves military stuff but doesn't know shit
And put
about
him
it.
put him in a kilt and let's go. Yeah.
Let's go. It also was the winner for Best Cinematography again from BAFTA. It won for Best Costume Design. It was a nominee for Best Makeup Hair. It was a nominee for Best Production Design, which I think this film should have won for production design. The design in this film is gorgeous. I don't care how wrong it is. It's a beautiful film to look at. It was the winner for Best Sound. And again, it really does have a sumptuous sound. If you listen, you close your eyes and listen to all the shit going on in this movie, it really sounds good. Mm-hmm. It was a nominee again for Best Soundtrack by James Horner, and the David Lean Award for Direction. Mel Gibson got a nomination but did not win. At Critics' Choice Awards, he won for Best Director, proving again critics are fucking idiots.
What else is new?
Yeah, I know. And I'm looking if there are any other awards that are worth mentioning. Cinema Audio Society, don't care. Cinema Writers Circle Awards, Spain. Nobody cares about the Spanish. Dallas Fort Worth Film Critics. I am fucking kidding. Don't you ever try to say I meant that. I think my favorite place.
I just love how you slip shit like that in there.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I've always done that shit on things that I'm just doing it for shits and giggles, and that's it. Well, here you go. This is actually a good organization. Dallas Fort Worth Film Critics Association Awards is actually a good organization, and it did win for Best Cinematography, and the movie was nominated but did not win for Best Picture. The DGA Award nominee was Mel Gibson, but thank God the DGA knew better than to give it to him. Thank God. By the way, just to let you guys know, Mephisto, this is important, okay? The second unit DGA trainee is friends with a good friend of mine, Vicky. And if I got to put a package together of what we want to do, I want to celebrate the thing sometime this year, maybe in June. June would be nice to celebrate the thing and have him on as a guest.
Wow.
Because he worked on the movie. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to have somebody that worked on the film join
Carpenter,
us.
you know I'm down.
But fucking Carpenter.
Being his body double and all, you know.
You know, Gambit, you need to stop bringing this movie up, mister. You know I don't like that fucking movie. To be honest with you, it's just too harsh a film. It really is. But what bugs me about the film is the young actor that's in it. That was too young to be in a film about sex. And that really is very troubling. The RAPE scene, you know, just no. But the actor, I've told you about him. He looks like a juvenile version of Anthony Hopkins. It's bizarre.
Oh, wow.
He played Gump in the movie Legend by Ridley Scott. The elf with the arrows.
Yep.
But Tin Drum is just, God damn it, that's a harsh film. You make me wonder sometimes, man. It's like, you really like that movie. Oh, I swear to God, man. You're gonna drive me to drinking again. I swear to God, Gambit. Hollywood has been awful for 25 years. No, I got to tell you, brother, it's been longer than that. The Oscars died in the 80s.
Yeah.
And they didn't know they were dead. They weren't officially pronounced dead until 2000. And then they were just
I blame Warren Beatty and Reds, but that's just me.
The doctor said, I call it 11:59. Oscars are dead. If the day matches and you want me there, I'm there. Well, I want you here all the time, man. You're not going to do it whenever I want you on the show. Anima and I always want you here, buddy. Well, I like the use of orange sun filters during the Break of Dawn section of Braveheart. Those are the warm filters. There's a lot of filters used in this movie, man, because some of the days were partly sunny, and they had to break up some of the light with cloth with the white sheets to make the sun look softer, and they would use filters to make it look darker than it really was in the sky, which is weird because shooting in Ireland and parts of Great Britain, shitty weather year round.
Yeah. You're asking for
he promises not to mention Tin Drum again.
I did like this rallying the troops scene though. I did like this.
Oh, the Henry V speech. Yeah.
It's very cool. Dig it.
Robin Hood did it too in Prince of Thieves, but it didn't work quite as well because Kevin Costner not having an English accent, really weird.
Oh, very strange.
Hollywood has always been concerned about making money and stuffing themselves with wealth. Yep. A lot of blame goes to Harvey Weinstein, damn right, and other producers who figured out how to game the Oscar system. Lawrence Arabia is the most beautifully made film ever. Stunning cinematography.
Nobody can argue that, man. That's arguably
David
one of
Lean,
the greatest shot movies ever. Yeah.
David Lean really knew what he was doing behind the camera. The problem is, like, he's a terrible English historian, and so therefore I have a Le Biff,
not to be confused with Le Bouffe.
Le Bouffe.
Oh man, going to pick a fight. I love this whole scene. I really do, man. Oh God. Because he's not acting here. This is Mel Gibson. This is the way he looks at the world. He's got a very fuck you attitude. You know what I mean?
I love Mel.
I do too. He has zero.
We have to do Apocalypto. I want to do Apocalypto.
Yeah.
That is a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's not acting there. He's he's telling that guy what he thinks, man. It's too good.
A lot of blame goes to Harvey and the producer who figured out. Oh, I already read that.
Yeah.
Listen, I read that. Yep. And Gambit 100%. Yep. And this is the flatter helmets would be what the Scottish wore. The round top, not the pointy.
Yeah, this is a bloody movie, man. It's not for the weak stomached, no doubt. He's pretty graphic with it. Well, all of his movies are. He does not shy away from throwing the gore all over the lens, man. It's pretty wild.
Speaking of gore, when we celebrate Kurt Russell's week, we are absolutely going to do Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, okay. I've seen that a lot when I'm searching for something to watch, and I've never watched that one. I'll have to watch it.
You've got to watch that movie.
Yeah.
3/4 of that movie is just Western with some, shootouts, violent, gory shootouts and fights. Wow. But
like Sam Peckinpah style.
Third act of that movie is absolutely gory horror.
Wow.
because they find out that what they're up against is some sort of missing link.
Wow.
These creatures
Mhm.
are fucking horrific because they eat people. The movie is basically the Western version of Eaters of the Dead.
Wow.
And that is, of course, written by
I thought it was just a straight up
anybody?
Western. Yeah.
Who wrote that? Eaters of the Dead? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Michael Crichton.
Really?
Yes.
God, everything that guy touches.
became a
turns gold,
movie.
doesn't it?
The 13th Warrior is the film version of Eaters of the Dead.
Really? I
Yeah.
did not know that.
They find that they're going up against some sort of offshoot of humans. And they love to eat people. They're yummy. Yummy. Like them people. Are you Norse? You're yummy. I like the Norse. They got that good beef. Le beef.
Le beef.
This fight scene coming up is so intense. Yeah. Just me or modern digital movies look cartoonish. They really do look like crap.
They
really do.
Physical effects will always beat out CGI. Always.
Practical. Yeah, I agree.
Practical effects. I'm sorry. Did I say physical?
That's okay.
Practical
You
effects.
just sound like you don't know anything about film. So that's all.
I never claimed to be an aficionado. I just like movies.
That's cinephile. You're
Whatever.
just fucking up everywhere.
Whatever, dude. Whatever. I may not have the educational background to talk that highfalutin shit, but I enjoy movies. I can tell you what I like. I tell you what I don't like.
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
No, I'm not a proponent of that, but I do like this movie about a Scotsman, really loosely based on a Scotsman. Oh God, look at this, man. Some of the slides you got here, man. Woo. It's a little bit grisly. My favorite one in this battle that just made me just stop and go, ouch, was when the guy took the hammer and hit the dude with the flat helmet. And you just saw his brain splatter out from underneath that helmet and go in every direction. I was like, holy shit.
That's what we refer to as the pie scene.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah. He got really graphic with this. I can't remember if it was this movie or another one. It might have been Gladiator.
What was he?
No, some horses are charging, and there's a row of archers, and I don't know if that's stuntmen that were between the horses, but they looked like they just got knocked about, man. Like they could have been killed during doing that. I don't know if they had like a dummy standing up, and did a really good job of painting it up or something, because I think it was in this movie where they charged some horses into the archers. And, the archers are a bunch of friggin' teenagers that just know how to use bows and arrows in this flick, right? Yeah, I think it was this one. I was like, wow.
This is
they caught on
this
camera.
is where he gets knighted.
Yeah.
Which it did not happen like this either.
No.
Yeah. It is but a scratch.
What a scratch. No.
You're a loony. Perhaps a few new movies I can stand, but overall, the majority of them are more than. Well, one thing that disgusts me today is the excessive use of teal and orange in the color gradation of films, where anything that's got a blue tint to it is teal, and everything that's got flesh color or such is orange. And I fucking hate that. It's disgusting. And I put that up to people not knowing anything about cinematography. They have lost the art of cinematography.
What was the thing that we just watched? It was old. And it had these colors.
Oh, the movie The Outfit, which we're going to be talking about this evening. There are some colors in there like blue, tealish blue. But it's because that's what the color was of the objects.
Yeah.
I love watching some of these movies. Like watching even like the show Kolchak, the Night Stalker show
Night
and the
Stalker,
film.
yeah. Mhm.
I love the cinematography in those shows. Like when you see him out driving around Chicago at night, it's just gorgeous.
Well, I was sad when we watched the last episode of that.
Wasn't on long. What was it? One season that was on?
Yeah, because he didn't want to
Yeah.
continue like that. He hated the Monster of the Week thing. He hated that he had to doctor the scripts without getting credit for it. And the producers didn't want to continue without him.
My buddy Glenn is here, and he is claiming that this movie is just a pseudo Yank showing his disdain or dislike for the English. Well, I got to tell you, buddy, you guys don't make it easy on us to like you.
Come on.
Historically, I'm just saying. I just watched Sisu 2. I haven't seen it yet. Old-fashioned, all-out action movie. It's wild ride. The trailer looks insane. And it's got Stephen Lang in it, for Christ's sakes. Yes, we're going to be talking about that this afternoon, James. 3 o'clock. We're going to do a little discussion. Anima didn't like the film, but I fucking love that movie, The Outfit.
Yeah, I found it boring. I don't know.
Among all the historical inaccuracies, one that really bothers me is portrayal of Scottish nobility as living in dung ages. Yeah. Everything looks like Monty Python made it.
Yeah. Bring out
yeah.
your dead. Bring out your dead.
It's not just the filters, Gambit. It's the color gradation they do in the process of finishing the film, where everything is the blues are turned to teal, and the flesh colors are turned to orange, and it's just
which makes
looks
people
awful.
look weird.
Everything looks weird. It looks dreamlike, and I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Oh, I assumed you were talking about Gibson, but let's not forget Robert Wallace too.
Yeah, he did write it,
But I will tell you, as much good as he did England, Longshanks, Edward I, really was a brutal fucking king.
Yeah.
But then again, in a period, most kings were. They had to be. Catapulting was a thing where, if a baron didn't pay their taxes, they'd take their firstborn and catapult them against the side of their castle. Crazy shit.
Yikes, man.
The film is better, James. I agree with you. The Wind Shakes the Barley depicts the situation with the Irish about 4 years, 1922, after World War I. They kind of depict a little bit of that too in the Michael. I just forgot his name. Liam Neeson played him. Michael. He started
I know exactly
the
what you're
IRA.
talking about too. Damn it.
Michael Collins.
Michael Collins, yeah, that's it.
I've wanted to do this movie, and I've reached out to a lot of my friends that served in the military in Ireland, and I can't seem to get any of them to agree on the time to do it, to join us on the show. Fucking annoying. Ken Murphy plays one of the rebels in that because the British were merciless towards them at the time. Ken Loach directed the beautiful-looking film rather splendidly. Robert the Bruce did a genocide in some parts of Scotland. He wanted to rub out any claim to the throne. I've assumed G.R. Martin's characterization of Charles Dance's portrayal of Tywin Lannister was based on Edward. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Not giving a fuck about.
Oh, Glenn, we were talking about it earlier before you got here. I want to do that movie so badly. It's so good. I love that movie, Apocalypto. There she is. Like I said, she never left France during this period, and she was 9 years old during the real events. Yeah, I was shocked at the brutality of Apocalypto. Pleasantly shocked, if you can be. Not only digital stuff, but AI is also so prevalent. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. I get so annoyed with it. I got to tell you, Mel is a very good actor, and one of my favorite films of his was Franco Zeffirelli's Hamlet, because oh my God, he was so good as Hamlet.
Yep.
Great English actors have said, almost begrudgingly, how great he was in that movie as Hamlet.
Well, he's always been good at portraying
Crazy.
borderline crazy. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always been good at it. Yeah.
The Road Warrior, absolutely. I love that movie. I think we've already done it. Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
The best Mad Max movie ever made. Awesome.
And I was one of in that small group of Americans that had actually seen Mad Max 1, the original. And I saw it in a drive-in theater in a double feature with my dad. And when I saw it, it had the terrible dubbing.
Oh my God, it was horrible. Yeah.
The American actors.
That's the way I saw it the first time too, but
When-
I saw it on HBO. Yeah.
And when they put out the first version, the original, out on DVD, I fucking bought that.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck
It's-
yeah.
it's
And I'm
so
like,
much better.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's so much better.
Yeah, it really is.
If only Stanley Kubrick had been able to make I, Robot, that film would have been. Look, as much shit and grief I give Stanley Kubrick, like somebody posted something the other day. It's my buddy James. He said, puts a picture of Stanley Kubrick with the dark, crazy eyes. He's looking at the crew or the cast.
Right.
He's looking this way at them, up through his eyebrows, and it says, "So yeah, let's see how telling Stanley Kubrick to make his content for the algorithm. Let's see how that goes." And I saw that and I laughed and I wrote and shared it on our group, our Facebook group for Pop Culture Minefield, and I wrote. I said, and also tell him that he has to get the scene done in one shot, one take. Because Kubrick would never fucking do that. Do you know Ridley Scott has only shot one scene in all of his filmmaking where he did it in one take? Do you know what scene it is? What movie? It's the Taffy Lewis scene in Blade Runner. High Pike played the part of Taffy Lewis, and he did it in one take, and he nailed it. And Ridley was like, "You don't get more perfect than that." He's like, "That's all right. Let's move on." And it's like one of those.
You went total Clint Eastwood, huh? Okay.
Is he all right? That's it. We're done.
Yeah.
He doesn't say cut. He doesn't say action. He says things like, "Okay, go ahead."
Didn't I hear somewhere that he decided to do that because he didn't want to scare the horses on the western side?
No. He learned it because when he worked with directors making the movie or the series Rawhide,
yeah.
That any time the director would yell action, it would startle the horses.
Yeah.
And so he went into the practice of in his direction to not ever do that. So he would just go, "Okay, go ahead. Okay, we're done. You stop now."
He's a horse guy through and through, no doubt.
Mad Max 1, 1979, was that got Mel recognized by critics and audiences like the most promising movie star. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did that little fucking movie, Tim. Not to be mistaken with our Tim in the chat. Because in the movie, Tim, he's mentally handicapped, which is, I guess, kind of like our Tim, too.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Most definitely.
Is Tim here yet? Has he got
Jesus Christ, Gary. Do you hate
Mad
having
Max-
an audience that much?
Mad Max, if you watch the original, it's not so bad. I thought it was really, for an independent film, it did a really good job. I think they did. And a lot of it's based on the real shit because, what's his name? The director was a doctor. A lot of people don't know this, that he's a medical doctor. He's an MD. And
Really? George Miller?
Yeah, George Miller is a medical doctor.
Wow. Okay.
And one of the gigs that he had was roadside emergency.
Wow.
And they would get a lot of those accidents out there. And he took every fucking accident he ever witnessed and put it into that fucking movie
Oh man.
to make it more realistic.
I think he's talking about the new one though. He's talking.
No,
about
he
the one.
said the 79. He said 79.
No, I was talking about James.
Oh wait. James the Mad Max. The new Mad Max was awful.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Furiosa. I'm not interested in seeing it.
Well, I don't
If I
know.
wanna
Is he
watch
talking
Mad
about
Max-
Furiosa or is he talking about Fury Road? Because Fury Road was
Fury Road.
good.
Look,
I
Fury
enjoyed
Road isn't a story. It's not a story.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of shit that happens.
Yeah.
It is just that's all it is. It's just
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff happening in order. It just,
Yeah.
you're just
And
watching.
the only problem I have
unfolding
with it is Mad Max is an afterthought in the movie. He's
He's not the main character.
He's a side character. It's
Yeah.
Furiosa that's the main character. Yeah.
And I look. It's not that I had a problem with it, but I don't like her.
Mhm.
I think she's a shitty person, and
Charlize
it bleeds into
Theron,
her
yeah.
movies. Yeah,
Mhm.
she's a shitty human being and a child abuser, in my opinion. The new Mad Max is awful, so I'm not going to argue. I did enjoy the movie. I went there with my daughter to see it, and we both had a good time.
The Anya Taylor-Joy one. That one.
This one, I'm not interested in. I heard it's good. Don't care. I'm just. If I want to watch Mad Max, I want to fucking watch Mad Max.
Mad Max. Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see old man Max.
Mhm.
I want to see Mel be brought back, but that woke motherfucker won't bring him back. That's why, because he's woke. He's part of that crowd.
That's a damn shame.
Fucking Miller.
Great
bought
filmmaker
in,
though. He's like
bought in and sold out.
he's like the who's the guy that did the zombie movies, that did that zombie movie trilogy? Oh God, I'm having a senior moment. You guys know who I'm talking about. Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
George
I'm having
Romero.
a senior moment. Anyway,
George Romero. I give
George
you your
Romero. That's another George, like Miller, that created their own kind of genre of film and did a great job at it. You know what I mean? So
We've already covered this movie, Alpha. We did it a year ago. And I've seen the movie. I was not pleased with it. I'm not impressed with it. But it was good to see Sam Neill and Mel Gibson in a movie together. I thought that was really cool. I love both actors.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was a very good movie.
I think Sam Neill's one of the most underrated actors of all time, man. I really do.
My favorite movie with him is Dead Calm.
Dead Calm is great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I enjoy him in everything he's in.
Yeah.
But that movie, him and Nicole Kidman and Billy Zane, fuck.
Yeah. My favorite part he ever played, though, was the XO on the Red October. I thought he was great in that role, man. He was awesome. Yep.
You know who's really good in that film and not appreciated enough is Tim Curry.
Yeah, as the Doctor. Hell yeah, he is. He's great.
The way she does her character was, she's very good at calm because she's kind of icy as an actor, but she is good in the film. But she was 9. The real Isabella was 9 when this happened, so it's kind of skeevy. Ridley Scott's The Duelist is so underrated, a million times better than Napoleon. Napoleon's a piece of shit. But I honestly, I didn't like The Duelist, the Duel movie that he did. And I'm assuming you're talking about the original, The Duelists. It's plural. And that movie is, it's on my top 5 favorite films of all time. It
That
is
one's
my
great.
5th. It's number 5 on my top most loved films of all time. And what he did with that film is he outdid Stanley Kubrick with his Ryan O'Neal movie. And That was such a masterclass of cinematography, but it was just pure masturbation. It's not a good film as far as
Handshake.
story structure. You know, it's got a boring story. It's boring to watch. The only thing that I enjoy in the film is the cinematography. Barry Lyndon is the name of the film. The Duelist is a better film than Barry Lyndon. It's got a better story, better characters, and Ridley Scott did visually better than Stanley Kubrick, and he did it on a dime. They only had one wagon, and they had to shoot it multiple different ways in the film to get it, because they couldn't afford another wagon. It's finances. He pulled off with using natural lighting. And by the way, the ending of the movie, The Duelist, that serendipitous moment when
That lens flare.
Harvey
Yeah.
Keitel walks out in front of the camera looking down into the valley, and that sun comes out from behind the cloud. That was God blessing Ridley Scott with that movie. I just got fucking goosebumps talking about that. That scene blew me away. That one moment in film history that happened by chance, of that sun coming out from behind that cloud and that lens flare. No J.J. Abrams bullshit. That
Right.
was all
Honest to
natural.
God, there it is. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah,
Don't you, love
1977
it,
is
don't you love it when a movie does that to you? It has that moment that just makes you. I mean, I know that there's a moment in every one of the originals, the original Star Wars trilogy. There's a moment in every one of those movies that just makes me go, "Oh shit, here we go!" You know.
Russell Crowe, by the way, recently he's very condemnative of the second Gladiator film. That movie shouldn't exist. And he kind of says what I've said time and time again. Directors lose their touch and they can't do it anymore. And Ridley lost his ability to direct.
Sure seems like Spielberg and Scott.
I don't think he was very good. I
You
don't
know?
think Ridley ever was a good director. He's a brilliant cinematographer. And he is there to capture the visual moments. He doesn't understand story or story structure. Never has. When he happened to direct a great film, it's because he trusted his screenwriters and made what they wrote. But he meddles too much in his movies, and it fucks him up. Blade Runner, prime example, meddling with the story.
Yeah.
Instead of shooting Captain Fancher's
You sound like
screenplay.
you're describing Zack Snyder. I mean, a guy that visually
Yeah, Zack
can
Snyder
make
doesn't know how to direct. He
great-
doesn't know.
he can paint great pictures, but you've got to have a good script for him to actually.
He doesn't mind the movie Tim either. I brought that movie up a little bit ago. And then storytelling. Yeah. I love the original two Mad Max movies. The third one, I'm not a big fan of, but I do have favorite moments in it. I really do.
Yes, it's got its moments. Yes, it does.
Couldn't stand Tina Turner in it. I just didn't like her character.
Yeah.
Raggedy Man. Yeah, I'm sure the new Mad Max is not far behind when it comes to being bad. I put it right up there with Thunderdome. Fury Road was so exaggerated, over the top. Yeah,
Some of it was good though. I gotta say, the guy that plays Beast in the newer X-Men movies, he's a kid in it, and
Are
his
we
story
finally getting responses to you now? Yeah, I already answered it, guys. It's George Romero.
Yeah.
That he was talking about. Yeah, but thank you, appreciate it, James. Appreciate it, Alpha.
Yeah,
you guys jumping in. Beyond Thunderdome, I can tolerate it, despite the fact that it relies on Peter Pan aspect a bit much. It is basically kind of reminds me of the movie Temple of Doom. The whole kid thing just bugged me. Did the Magnificent Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, the thing that cracks me up about George Romero and The Living Dead is that he denied it being about racism. It's not about racism. And then later, hold on. No. When they tried to say that you were talking about racism in this film, aren't you? And he goes, no, it's just a zombie movie. But later on, He went, yeah, I totally did that. Yeah, I totally made it about race. It's like, shut up, Romero.
Yeah.
I miss and love that guy. I really did, but he was so full of shit with that.
Well, it's obvious. Every one of those movies, the smartest guy in the room is the black guy. Every one of those movies.
But he denied that shit when he first released the movie.
Yep.
And it's like, but then he's like, oh, yeah, I totally did that when he started doing speaking engagements. Yeah, I totally planned that out. And I'm like going, no, I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I think that's happenstance. And now you're taking the accolades.
Right.
The Duelists is such a great fucking movie, period. Dead Calm, great movie. Barry Lyndon is like a set of paintings, very much so. It is beautiful to look at. It is horrible to watch. Beautiful to look at, horrible to watch. Barry Lyndon. It's like, it's like, remember when you're a kid and you're having to sit for too long in church? You're like, just like lowering yourself in the seat, your legs sticking out. You're like, that's what it's like watching the movie Barry Lyndon.
Yeah, I pointed out, Gambit, that she's one of the hottest Bond girls of all time.
Yeah. Yes, it is long.
Yeah,
it is long. So let me explain this again. If you become acutely aware of how long a movie is while you're watching it, it is not a good movie.
That's a bad thing. Yes. When you walk out of a movie and say, oh my God, that flew by. That was 3 hours. Wow. It seemed like 2. Then
I better go get a newspaper and see what happened while I was in there.
Right.
Even more proof Panama is bad. Panama is like an hour, 35 minutes or something. It felt like forever. Even with speeding.
It was like, I'm like speeding through it going, I can't do this. I can't do this. Yeah.
BRB, coffee run.
Harvey Keitel is fantastic. He sure is. He don't put up with shit. That's why he got fired by Kubrick. Called him a nut job. I think is what he called him. Like, he's either you're fucking crazy or you're a fucking nut job, something like that. Because he did not like Kubrick. And he had trouble dealing with Francis Ford Coppola, too. It's a depressing ending. It's a sad ending to Barry Lyndon. All Kubrick's films are beautifully photographed. He was a photographer. He did still life. Absolutely. But he developed a phobia. So he moved to England and he never traveled. He had a phobia of traveling, especially flying. And so everything he had to make had to be made there in England. So all of the exteriors were shot for The Shining by a second unit. And he only shot the scenes that were in the giant studio they built with the replica of the hotel.
He made the cast from Full Metal Jacket miserable because they had to film in England. They were cold.
It was so cold. Like, it's fucking cold. It's so cold that during the scenes during the Way City assault, they would put ice in their mouth to cool the inside of their mouths off so they didn't blow out so much steam when they were talking. And you see it. There's a couple of shots there in the Battle of Way City where you can see mist come out of their mouths. And by the way, it's one of the only times, in fact, it is the only time I'm aware of where he fucked up and a reflection of the camera crew can be seen. It's the panning scene when they're following the soldiers across that fucking bridge and going into the final act of The Sniper. And when the camera's moving and the guy runs past him, there's a reflection on a piece of glass of the crew in the glass. I was like tripped out by that. I've gone back and looked at it multiple times going, holy shit.
I don't think I caught that.
I like Eyes Wide Shut better than I would have loved to have seen his edit.
Yeah, that's an interesting movie. Yeah.
That's right. But also, both directors notorious about control. They're control freaks. And Keitel, you can't control that fucking guy. He's a Vietnam War veteran, a U.S. Marine. You don't fucking control him.
Yeah, clean the fucking car.
Temple, please clean the fucking car.
Please clean the fucking car.
Temple of Doom has that Peter Panish. Yeah, it's that's why. Like, I had trouble with the movie Temple of Doom. A lot of problems with it. I still enjoy it, but I was annoyed by that, and I was annoyed by the exact same thing from Thunder Road, or not Thunder Road, Thunderdome. Keitel sacked by both, and that's why it looks like an unfinished film, considering that. And people don't understand some of the creepy shit in that film was criticism, because I know he has criticized certain people. Like when he makes the film Lolita back in the 60s, what was it, 64? He made that film, and this is like when he moved to England. And he has a scene in there with Peter Sellers, who is clearly a pederast, okay? In the story, his character is a pederast. And when he stands up in the scene, when Humboldt, was that his name, Humboldt? When he comes in with the gun, Peter O'Toole stands up and has a toga on, and he says, "I'm Spartacus." And there are those that are saying that Kubrick got disgusted by Hollywood. And one of the things he was disgusted by was Kirk Douglas's interest in young girls. One of those being Natalie Wood. And that he liked them young. And that was a supposed jab by Kubrick at Kirk Douglas in Hollywood. That whole movie was a jab at Hollywood. And that scene was a jab at specifically Kirk Douglas. Because they did not end on great terms, their friendship.
He passed away shortly
Who?
after making it? Kubrick
No.
did?
Oh, no, about Eyes Wide Shut, yeah. Because if you watch the end of the movie, they're in this store with their kid. And the kid wanders off with two other people, men, that you've seen following them throughout the movie. Suddenly the kid just wanders off with them, and it's like they don't even notice. They're like looking at each other, Cruise and Kidman. I don't think that was accidental. There's nothing accidental in Kubrick's filmmaking. Everything he does is on purpose. The only thing I've ever spotted that I think was an accident was being able to see the film crew in that scene at Way City when they crossed the bridge at in the third act of Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah.
Lolita was a miss for me. Aged up Lolita and tried to make Humbert too sympathetic. He was meant to be an unreliable narrator, obsessed with a 12-year-old. Absolutely. He is absolutely an unreliable narrator. He sees himself as a good man. He's not. Harvey Keitel famously said, "I don't want to like with that son of a bitch Kubrick ever again. Want to work with. I got you." Amazing how Kubrick was able to create different masterpieces across multiple genres. Well, Kubrick was a lot like Ridley Scott visually. They both are great at capturing moments on film. The difference is, I think Kubrick was an actual director and a halfway decent writer.
Knew how to tell a story. Yeah. Really
Barry Lyndon is supposedly 3 hours long. That sounds about right. I think it's over 3 hours. Wait, what was this? Yeah, here we go. Dr. Strangelove is brilliant too.
Oh yeah,
I love that movie. I love the title of the
yeah.
film.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Fearing and Love the Bomb.
Yeah. Stop worrying and love the bomb. Yeah.
And it was a parody of another book / movie with Henry Fonda about when we accidentally nuke a city in Russia. And in response to keep Russia from attacking us, we nuke an American city. The president. I forget the name of that movie. Not Catch Loss. What the fuck was it called? It's a name like that. Hold on. Fail-safe. To prevent war, the fail-safe was that we had to destroy one of ours for accidentally destroying one of theirs to avoid all that war. One of my favorite moments in that film was purely accidental, was when George C. Scott fucking stumbles, rolls, and gets right back up and keeps acting.
Yes.
And the funniest part of this is that Kubrick would tell him, because George C. Scott hated the overacting, and he would do it only because of requests, but Kubrick would trick him by allowing him to do the scene the way he wanted to, but you have to at least do my take too. So that was the deal he made with George C. Scott. And he threw out every single take that George C. Scott liked and kept only the ones he wanted in there, which is him acting insane. And I'm telling you, George C. Scott deserved the Oscar for that movie.
Yeah. And to your point about his cinematography, man, those scenes in the war room are just, you could hang any one of those on the wall and it's a piece of art, man. It's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, he was a photographer, still life photographer. He had a great eye for cinematography. Yeah. And he and Ridley Scott have both had to work with cinematographers like Cronenweth that did Blade Runner that were willing to let him sit behind the camera and look through the lens, because he had a specific way he wanted things. But he did like working with Cronenweth and Cronenweth's son, because Cronenweth was dying while making Blade Runner. He was really sick. And his son helped a lot, Cronenweth's son, who is a great DP as well. And go check out some of their films, man. And they allowed him to do it. This is another bullshit moment in this film. Wonderfully shot, but it's bullshit. He didn't yell a goddamn thing. Freedom.
Also, his execution was way more brutal than they show in the movie.
They toned it down.
They toned this down, yes. I mean, the most vicious moment of this is when they're stretching him. But, yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Shit.
Mephisto with the Men in Black reference. The galaxy is on Orion's belt. Yes. Fucking cat. I think one of my favorite gags in all of those films was the fucking locker.
Yeah.
The locker scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do like that with the whole Orion's belt, and then later we see them aliens playing marbles with
their galaxies. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too damn funny, man. Yep.
Now, Slim Pickens, that movie made him. It did. He was a real rodeo star, which is why he got cast to ride that fucking bomb.
To ride the bomb, baby. One of the I would say top 5 most iconic scenes in film history, man. Dude, that's just amazing. Yeah. That's pretty damn funny, man. Oh.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're pointing out 2001: A Space Odyssey, visually one of the greatest films ever made. Was contracted to play Major Kong, along with other parts. Allegedly, he broke his ankle. Now, I know something about him breaking his ankle, but I'm not sure what film you're talking about there, Glenn. Help me out here. What is that?
Are we still talking about Dr. Strangelove? Or?
Well, he was supposed to play other characters. That's right. In that movie. No, that is what he's talking about.
He played several characters in that flick. Yeah.
Because he's insane. It was like he had that form of schizophrenia, because he did suffer from a lack of an actual personality, because he really, and other people have said this about him, I don't know if we ever saw the real Peter Sellers ever.
Yeah. That's not surprising.
In private life,
yeah,
they're not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just brilliant, but crazy.
Yeah.
Rumor has it he wanted out of the movie. Well, look, if you watch the movie with Jeffrey Rush about Peter Sellers, you see the problem that he and Kubrick had with one another. And it's I like that movie, by the way.
Real quick, before we get off of this, I love the ending scene of this movie. I think the ending scene of it's really cool.
Before Kubrick died, he wanted to propose a World War II film called Aryan Papers, but he'd been trying to make a critical film about what happened during World War II to the Jews. And he would throw little things in here and there in other films, like the luggage scene in The Shining. You see it twice, and that was a throwback to the way some of the Jewish people would bring their luggage to the train yards, thinking that their luggage would go with them, and then you just see this abandoned luggage on these luggage carts, because it wasn't that. And he did that on purpose in The Shining twice. One scene when we're in the main lobby of the hotel, and another scene in one of the main hallways. You'll see another abandoned cart full of luggage. And that was an intentional thing. And he'd been wanting to make a movie about the Yazidis and the Holocaust. And he never got to make his film, dude. Never got to make it. He also absolutely had been planning to do the movie that they ended up making with Rod Steiger as Napoleon. And what's his name from Dreamscape? English actor. Oh my God, he's in Hanover Street.
Albert Finney?
No.
Dreamscape.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Hold on.
It's a race. It's a race against time.
There it is, Christopher Plummer.
There you go.
So the movie got made, and Ridley gave up. I mean, not Ridley. Stanley gave up. When that movie got made, he decided he was going to make his Napoleonic film, and it just fucking happens, man. He had dreamt and had done production art. Oh, he had planned out. He had done like a sandbox for how the battle took place and how he was going to shoot it. What is the name of that movie? It came out in 1970, I think, 69 or 70. Hold on. Let me go back in time.
In the year 2000.
Waterloo.
Waterloo, yeah.
Yeah, it's 1970 with Christopher Plummer and Rod Steiger. And it is a very good film. Steiger, of course, plays Napoleon, and Plummer plays Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington, which I don't know how much of a warrior he is, but he really makes a good beef. Beef Wellington. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I was talking about, where's it at? Yeah, right there. Sellers would get lost in his characters, and he would carry them over, and he would forget who the fuck he is. He had mental problems. Like so many comedic people that are that in tune with their brain, they are detached from who they are, and they have a lot of problems. Robin Williams had problems with it. Jonathan Winters openly talked about being in and out of mental institutions his whole life.
Yeah.
And that lasted all the way to the end. And what he found was art. Art helped him. And by the way, Jonathan Winters, very good artist.
Not surprised.
But also one of the funniest fucking people on the planet when it came to improv.
Light up a room. Yeah. He's something else, man.
Oh, man. He was one of the greatest guests on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
God, he had Johnny rolling every time he showed up there. Worse than Williams did. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I tell people all the time, my brother's sister's side of the family, the Abrams, that's not their real name. That's their adopted name, because Erwin Michael and his brother were the only survivors of his family that escaped out of Krakow. The rest of the family were killed, and they fled, or I should say they were flown out of Europe and arrived in New York, and the Abrams family ended up adopting them. And that's how my siblings have the last name Abrams. And entire family slaughtered. Only those two kids survived. So, yeah. The only thing is that it's not just the Jews that suffered in Europe and in. By the way, the good old Adolf was inspired by the Soviets to do what he did. The trains, the whole idea of the trains was from Soviet Russia. And they killed more Jews than the Germans
China,
dreamt
too.
of killing. They killed them. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
a lot of
hated
people-
gypsies. They hated mentally handicapped.
If you're not Christian, you're in trouble in the USSR. No
The
doubt.
mentally infirmed. They hated developmentally disabled. They would kill them. They just anybody that was an enemy of the state, gypsies, homosexuals, put in those camps. And that's like Norm Macdonald says, you guys are all worried about Iran and Iraq. You know who I'm watching? Germany. They started not one, but 2 world wars. Who did they go to war with? The world. They almost won twice. It's like, so you need to be watching the Germans. I miss Norm Macdonald. What eventually got greenlit? What's this? God, it's moved so quickly. I lose where I'm at. Okay, I've lost it. There was a comment about something being greenlit.
Let's take a look.
There it is. What eventually got greenlit instead of Aryan Papers was the 01 film Artificial Intelligence, which is not a very good film. I didn't like that movie. Peter married Britt Eklund. That's right. And speaking of Get Carter, is one of my favorite fucking movies. And Wicker Man. God, great fucking movies. Hey, speaking of Tim, Tim, you're here. Hey, we were talking about the movie Tim with Mel Gibson, where he played a mentally handicapped guy. A lot like you.
A lot like you, man. Yeah.
I love you, buddy. I'm teasing you. But Tim, I saw the movie back in the 80s. I just don't remember. I don't remember much about it. I just remember that there was this older woman that was in love with Tim, and Tim was not all there. And Gibson played it well. Yeah, well, he had a close friendship with Spielberg. Yeah, Norm Macdonald. I fucking miss that guy. Germans love David Hasselhoff. Exactly.
It's a scary thing, isn't it?
My
They love his
favorite.
singing. They love his singing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The story I love most about just how bad Germans can be was when Robin Williams was on a talk show in Germany. And the German host asked him, why do you think there's so few German comedians? And Robin goes, well, have you ever considered the fact that you killed all the funny people? They went to commercial break, came back, he was gone.
Had to flee.
That's funny.
If you didn't hear what I said, they went to commercial break. When he came back, Robin was gone. Never
Imagine
invited
that.
back.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Yeah, I understand one of the most popular videos in Germany was David Hasselhoff eating a Big Mac.
Off the floor.
You remembered. A lot of people don't remember that shit. I do.
That was scarring.
His daughter recorded that. She regretted it, but she wanted him to see what it looked like. She wanted him to understand what she was seeing. But he got like shamed publicly with that. That was bad. Peter Sellers died in 1980.
Yeah, it was shortly after he made the one he was nominated for an Academy Award for, Being There.
Yes, Being There. I love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
His character, Chauncey Gardner, even though his name is not Gardner, he's
Right.
the Gardner.
And he was
Chauncey
Forrest Gump
the
before
Gardner.
Forrest Gump,
Yep.
And wow, amazing. Yeah.
What do you like, Chauncey?
Mm.
I like to watch television.
Yeah.
I like TV.
That's where he
Now,
got
he
all
was
his
so
philosophy
innocent.
from. Yep.
Yep. He was so innocent that at the end of the movie, and this was different than the book, he walks on water.
He walks
Why?
on water at the end of it. Yep.
Because he doesn't know you can't.
Yep.
That's
Such a
how
good
innocent
movie. If
he
you
is.
guys have never seen that movie, you need to watch it. It's great.
That's the
Beautiful.
reason why bumblebees are flying, because they don't know that they shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, scientists have said, physicists have said, they shouldn't be able to fly. They shouldn't be able to go airborne. And
Yeah.
yet they do, which was the original idea in 1984 of the ornithopters in the movie Dune, that Judy and Ron Miller, husband and wife art team, she's the one who actually designed the ornithopter that's in the movie. And her idea was something that should look like it can't fucking fly.
Yeah.
And yet it does. And when you look at it, it's just a fucking like box with wings. It's like, how is that fucking thing in the air?
Yeah.
Sellers played a comical version of Fu Manchu. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love the ornithopters in the newer Dune. For some reason, they just give me this feeling like they're Huey helicopters in the Vietnam War era. You know, that's what it looks like to me. You know what I mean? Watching those things fly in that movie. I think it's badass.
By the way, our good friend, my buddy, Zax is here. What's up, brother?
Hi, Zax.
How you doing? I got to hang out with him last Wednesday. It was a lot of fun. I get lost on that fucking show sometimes. Like, I don't know what we're fucking doing. And their explanations.
They don't know what they're doing half the time on that show.
They explain shit to me like going, I don't understand. Like when they were talking about, movies from 1990 and 2000, I'm thinking, so from the 90s and the 2000s. So I picked my two films that I thought were great representations of from the year 2000. From the year 2000.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh my God, you guys are driving me up a wall. But
they've been doing competitions between years and trying to find the greatest year for films is what it is. Yeah. They started by doing tier lists of each year, you know.
Here is how you phrase it to where there's no confusion with people like me who are literal. I'm a very literal person. Is between the years of 1990 and 2000. You say that the word between is a descriptor. Descriptors make us understand what you're expecting. So just remember that, Zax, and you'll find I'm less confused.
If you say through 2000, that means you're covering the entire era between the 2 years.
1990, you can say between or between the years or from 1990 through 2000. There you go. Those give me the descriptors I need to understand.
Fun with you is that you're confused.
I'm only confused when the language isn't perfect.
His panel's confused half the time. Zax does that on purpose. Come on.
Leon is the most confused person I've ever met. Now, Matty, on the other hand, Foul Ball Production, I fucking love that guy. And he's going to be joining us on a few films. Especially, he's going to be joining us when we do My Cousin Vinny.
He just did another cocktail lounge Friday. I love my bartending brother. Yes. He's awesome.
He's a fun dude, man.
Yep.
Fun dude. And I like fucking with Leon. I do. I fuck with Leon a lot. He's like one of my favorite people to fuck with.
Does he take it in the
ass? Where were you going with that?
No, I was going to say in the I can't think of the word. The way you mean it is what I'm trying to say. Is he taking it? Because you're not really, you don't.
I don't think he's ever taken anything I've ever made fun of him for badly.
Yeah.
No, I think he gets.
Is he taking it in the context that you intended? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I love that show.
Is Martin even here? Awesome. I don't know if Martin's even here anymore.
I don't know. He's muted.
Hello.
Paging Dr. Acosta.
Martin, hey, man. Are you still here? No, I'm not here. Okay, Martin. I guess I'll take care of it. I'll see you later, buddy. Okay.
Oh, man.
So let me get over there. I got to get Zax's fucking video.
Yes.
And I don't think we have anything in the military section for him. No.
Man up.
No. So I'll have to go to main shows and then look for it here. And by the way, Peter Griffin, what do you think of the show so far?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Let's see.
Family Guy. My Foxy calls our next door neighbor Family Guy all the time, and I always have to correct her. I'm like, no, he's Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. Stop calling him Family Guy, because he's a dead ringer for Ned Flanders, man. Oh,
It's really funny. Like I've done my gay voice for a long time, and I realized one day that I'm the gay guy from Family Guy when I do it. Oh hey. Oh, look who's got a mustache. I know.
oh my God. Too much.
Yeah, apparently we don't have any fucking Kyle videos in there either. Like,
But we love you anyway, Zax.
What is going on here? Jesus Christ.
I thought they were in the main.
I'm in the main.
He's in the
Nothing.
main.
I'm looking, not seeing anything. Let me, because we haven't even played Tim's video yet. Here's.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
And found it. Here we go.
Hey, fuck you, Carl.
There you go.
Don't you have another one with Aquafina?
Oh, we have like 4 different videos for Zax.
Yeah. Wait, what are we talking about? Boris Karloff was actually William Pratt from his birth certificate. He is born of blue blood. And he flipped a coin as to whether he's coming to the U.S. or Canada. And we won. And it's something that's really funny as you look back in time, because so often people mistake Boris Karloff as being American, and he's not. He's from royalty. He's actually very, very fucking English. And Vincent Price, who they think is English, is actually from St. Louis, Missouri.
That's funny.
Great shows, guys. It was great hanging out with you guys too. I always have fun.
Always.
A couple of interviews that the surname Boris came from thin air. Boris. I like the way it sounds. It rolls off the tongue. Boris Karloff.
I like the way that rolls out.
Oh, the outfit. By the way, one of the best versions of Boris Karloff, performed by another actor, was in the movie Gods and Monsters. I thought that actor nailed Boris Karloff perfectly. The Outfit is a great little movie, crime, and it's one of the few films about Parker, the character from the books. Lee Marvin made his version with the movie Point Blank. Mel Gibson played him in another film called Payback. And then I don't remember the name of the film, but what's his name? The English martial artist guy. Know what I mean? Know what I mean?
The English martial artist guy.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. Oh, you're back. Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
He's back now.
Barely.
There we go.
Barely. I left my underwear.
Time to end the show.
We need a Timmy.
Timmy.
Speaking of being mistaken for American, Karloff went to Canada early on, engaging. Yeah, I know. Like I said, he flipped the coin, but in the end, we won. But he did go to Canada first. Yeah, Jason Statham. Yeah. God bless Jason Statham with his American accent. I think the movie's better than it does. Sylvester Stallone produced the film where he's down in the South with his daughter and having to fight to defend his daughter. And yeah, Homefront. I like that movie. I don't think it's great, but it's fun. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Great cast. So, all right, this afternoon we're going to be talking about a movie called The Outfit, which is, I look back at the 70s, late 60s and early 70s, and this is when Hollywood transitioned a little bit into giving us leading men who weren't your typical leading men. You had Gene Hackman, and you had Robert Duvall, a guy who was going bald, and Gene Hackman, who was not exactly handsome. And these guys were leading men in a period of time when they pushed that envelope a little bit. And I'm happy with it because I like Robert Duvall as an actor. And Gene Hackman is probably one of the greatest actors who's ever lived in film. God bless him for what he went through, him and his wife.
Yeah, it's just
Horrible.
what a shame. What a shame that his family would leave him alone for that long.
Do you remember the name of that film, Alpha? Yeah, it's ridiculous. The kids, just unacceptable. But the Statham Parker movie, which oddly, and I'm going to point this out, and I think it's because the author died. And because his Parker movie, you weren't supposed to use the name Parker unless your intent was to make more films. So that's why you see in movies like with Lee Marvin and with Mel Gibson, they intended to just make the one movie. So they didn't use it. You got, I forget what he was called in Point Blank, but he was Porter. Mel Gibson played him. But when Statham played him, he used the name from the book, Parker. And so I thought, oh, are they planning to do more? And that kind of caught me off guard. I never saw any more. Even though technically you can consider every Statham movie after that as a sequel. Even when he's English, he can pull it off. Yep. It's just called Parker. That's the name of the film. Okay. I like the movie. I don't think it was great, but I enjoyed it. I like watching Statham films. They're just fucking fun.
Yeah, he's got Beekeeper 2 going into production. Looking forward to it. He's
just
got
such a dumb movie.
What is it with him putting out movies at the end of January and the beginning of February that everybody digs, man? You know, he put out Beekeeper. He put out Working Man last year. He's got a new one out this year.
Now, Working Man is a Chuck Dixon joint, so I like that, and he's got a sequel coming out to that too.
That's awesome.
Right,
I dig Statham. I think he's great. Yep.
Let's wrap this shit up. So there we go. And with that, I have my magic mirror. Oh, hi, magic mirror. How are you? Oh, I'm okay. I see Snorty. I see Slasher Fred. I see Gambit. I see 11 Alpha. I see now Alpha probably knows exactly what I'm doing. This is Romper Room. Anyway, 11 Alpha. I see Connie Cleary. I see Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy, you've been naughty. Anyway, I see Boosh McFadden. I see Helen Place. I see Mephisto. Mephisto has no idea what I'm doing right now. James Jameson. I see you too. And I want to change that to Jamie Jameson, like Mr. Jameson. Jamie Jameson. Glenn Fleming. And it's true. We love you, limey pricks. You're awesome. All right. So that's it. Let me get this back down. Boom. And boom. There we go. It's good seeing you guys. And we'll hopefully see some of you this afternoon as we talk about the movie The Outfit, which was another Parker film. And again, in this one, his name is totally different in the film. Same premise. Like when you really look at it, it's like this is based on a book called The Outfit, and this premise is really similar to other premises from the other books. I don't know if that guy really stretched when he told stories. I think he just retold the same story over and over again. So, Wrath of Man, is based on the French 2003 film, and I like that movie, by the way. The remake, the French one, not as good. I think that Wrath of Man was a better film of the two. And I don't normally say that, but in this case I do. So the hillbilly gets the retaliation. I watched again Wrath of Man the other night. What did you think of that, Penny? Did you like it?
Well, she watched it again, so I suppose she likes it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you forget why you hate a film. And you have to watch it a second time to remind yourself, going,
no,
that was it. That's what I hated.
Because I
there it is.
hated the movie.
That's
If
what
I
I
hate
couldn't
the movie, I'm
stand
not
right
going
there.
to rewatch it. That makes no
Yeah.
sense.
His early film credit was in Guy Ritchie's. Well, actually, Guy Ritchie discovered him and his best mate, Vinny. Vinny was actually a well-known soccer star, but when he met them, what were they doing? They were mates, and they were going out and selling bootleg jewelry on the street. And Guy Ritchie was like, "These guys are great. You guys want to be in my movie?" The rest is history. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. And I will say this, as much as I love that movie, it is, again, to me, it is the dot under the exclamation point of why Sting should stop acting.
Oh, God, yeah.
He's terrible.
Stick to music, brother.
Love his music.
Yep.
The
The only reason why I watched The Bride is because of the girl that's in it. The Flashdance
Ruth.
girl is a babe. I just dig her.
Rename.
You know.
I don't think Frenchmen would pronounce the word wrath. No, in fact, as Steve Martin said, that the only way to speak French correctly, you need to sound like you're choking to death.
Dude,
Somebody save that man. He's speaking French.
French.
so not true.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the Gariest
of them all.
Yeah.
One of all. Yeah.
Why, Gary? You're the Gertiest. That's
Gertiest.
Yeah. And by the way, I do keep that in there. It's under the subtitle, aka the Mighty Gert. But I do also like my buddy Vic always calling me Gurry when we were kids. I just thought it was funny. Like I never asked him when we were kids. I finally asked him as an adult, like, why did you call me Gurry? He goes, well, I was just messing around. I'm what the fuck you were, man. You talked like Cleveland Brown. Gurry. Hey, Peter. Hey, Peter. Not that the 03 film had a similar name, The Wrath of Man, though. The Wrath of Man is a good film, and I can't remember what the remake of the original was called. Wrath of Man was a remake of a French action thriller. I love that fucking movie. I love the whole premise of what he did. Yeah. Based on the don't fucking show me. Cash Truck. And it is not the same film. It's not.
All right,
They
Gary,
are
you continue
very
your
different.
endless goodbye. I need to go. I need to pop to the store real quick.
Yeah.
before they
Okay.
close.
Arrivederci. Anima. His police bandmates are suing Sting
Cheers,
for
guys.
millions. Oh,
See ya, Anima.
absolutely. They are suing him. I understand their argument that what they contributed is just as important. Why don't they get a better percentage? That made those songs popular. So, yeah. So that's it. We are going to rouse and see you guys all later. And we'll see you in a couple hours when we watch a little movie called The Outfit. Joe Don Baker and Robert Duvall. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next time.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Matt Damon.